It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. At the 25-yard line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, Mayfield looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Like 20.
Gurley again here on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield on play action. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
At the 47-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
at their own 25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
56. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch
A give. This is Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round, but they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, alert 33. Pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Smooth.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Let's go. 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 56 a month. Run. 56 a month. Hey, that QB's trash. Hey, alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. I want to remind you that coming up tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 3 with a good NFC battle. A couple of teams that have been around a long time. Bears and Redskins from FedEx Field at 8:15 Eastern. Gurley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post. Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And there he goes again. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Now Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Goff now looks to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Handing it off to Brown. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Eluding the pressure right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Goff now to throw, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mayfield. And this is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing. Mayfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good for a Browns 1st down.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10.
Real. Hurry! He's checking.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Letting one go deep for the end. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So we've reached halftime in a wild, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And the ball is knocked out. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run again with Hilliard. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, Shell. Hatchet. 80 weapons.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
That's left. 180. Number 53. Mike 53. You get blocked up. You get blocked in.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Brown. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but now it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Rams on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. On third down, Davis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw, Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield to throw it. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, 133.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Another carry now for Gurley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
They come out here in the eye. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's a give to Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Malcolm Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action. Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! 180! Check 53 is mine! Hey, watch the ball! Watch the ball!
Off on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
12 yards there and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Mike, 53. Let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jannard Avery able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to go down again. Christian Kirksey. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Prohl, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now this throw caught left side, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40, the gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day.
Mayfield with it once more. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Set, 180. Check 56. Come. Pistol. Check 50.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Aaron Donald with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He's going to take it and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 4-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Come on! 180! Here we go. Man left. We got 4.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he'll do a nice job. Here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's David Long, the rookie from Michigan, who picked it. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. Boy, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave him out there so he can work through some of the rough stuff.
Check 53 is mine. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Here's Gone. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And that will write a finish to this ballgame. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.